In the most shocking story of the 2022 MLB season so far, Padres star shortstop Fernando Tatis Jr., who was just about to come back from injury, tested positive for PEDs and will miss the remainder of the season, the postseason if the Padres even make it there without him, the World Baseball Classic, and the first 32 games of the 2023 MLB season. It's just an incredible, I don't even know what to say at this point. We're going to talk about AJ Preller, the Padres GM's comments, Fernando Tatis Jr.'s comments. We'll talk all of this and more right after this. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with another MLB video. And before we get into today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it if you enjoyed the video, help it reach more baseball fans. And a huge shout out to our new sponsor, Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Their products are precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with code NMR at checkout. So go ahead and check them out at the link in my description to save 20% and get some free shipping. That seems like a pretty damn good deal to me. Check it out at the link in our description. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Start talking about Fernando Tatis Jr.'s PED suspension. Now, I was at work just vibing, minding my own business when I got a notification on my Apple Watch, and it was actually from Jeff Passan, who announced that Fernando Tatis Jr. Was going to be facing suspension for PED usage. But then I saw this tweet announcing it officially. Padres star shortstop, God, that's hard to say, Fernando Tatis Jr. has been suspended 80 games after testing positive for clostebol, a PED, a performance-enhancing drug. Now, there were a lot of other tweets by a lot of other big people on Twitter. So Jeff Passan, you can see, will be suspended for 80 games. The MLB announced be ineligible for the postseason, and on the verge of returning. He's done for the year. Bob Nightingale came out and said he is no longer eligible to play in the World Baseball Classic due to the suspension as well. And then Fernando Tatis Jr. came out with his own statement, which I'll read for you now. You can see, I have been informed by Major League Baseball that a test sample I submitted returned a positive result for clostebol, a banned substance. It turns out that I inadvertently took a medication to treat ringworm that contained clostebol. I should have used the resources available to me in order to ensure that no banned substances were in what I took. I failed to do so. I want to apologize to Peter, AJ, and the entire Padres organization, my teammates, Major League Baseball, and fans everywhere for my mistake. I have no excuse for my error, and I would never do anything to cheat or disrespect to this game I love. I have taken countless drug tests throughout my professional career, including on March 29th, 2022, all of which have returned negative results until this test. I am completely devastated. There is nowhere else in the world I would rather be than on the field competing with my teammates. After initially appealing the suspension, I have realized my mistake was the cause of this result. And for that reason, I have decided to start serving my suspension immediately. I look forward to rejoining my teammates on the field in 2023. So overall, after reading that, it's so tough, man. Like, I could see how something like that could happen. MLB clearly has a very, very strict PED system, or whatever you want to call it, PED rules and regulations. Since the steroid era, obviously, they've been very, very strict about that kind of thing. And this is one of the results of that. Like, I don't know, like, you can believe it or not. I'm gonna honestly say that I do believe it. I don't really know what the drug he took specifically was, but I could see that being a thing, you know. I'll be honest, when I take medication, I don't know what all is included in this medication. If my doctor prescribes it, I'm probably going to take it because it's supposed to help me. Fernando Tatis Jr., it sounds like that's what he was just doing. I am going to go ahead and give him the benefit of the doubt. We've never really had any problems with, or any potential PED usage history behind Fernando Tatis Jr., or even any of his teammates for that matter. So I don't know, man. I feel it sucks. It sucks. This is just a really bad situation. I hate it. Fernando Tatis Jr. is one of the most exciting players in the game of baseball. Outside of Shohei Ohtani, he's probably my favorite player to watch in the game of baseball. And him and Juan Soto being on the same team would have been the most electrifying games to watch. And I'm sad we're not going to get to experience that until the middle of next season. Not the middle, but, you know, a few months into next season. So Just a really, really bad situation. And then after this quote came out about Fernando Tatis Jr., AJ Preller, the Padres GM, who just finished making the Juan Soto deal and the Josh Hader deal to get this team ready for the postseason, he had some very strong words to say about his star player, Fernando Tatis Jr. All right, so here we are on the San Diego Union Tribune website. Fernando Tatis Jr. suspended 80 games for drug violation. Preller cites trust as the issue. Obviously, we had the start of the season where he had the motorcycle injury, which is the reason he's not currently playing before this PED thing was announced. And now we have this PED thing, which whether it was irresponsible for him to do it or it was an accident, whatever it was, definitely some issues here. So let's go ahead and go over his comments here. After reading him, the Fernando Tatis Jr. quotes, you can see JJ Preller said, "That's his story," Preller said Friday night, speaking in a tunnel outside the visitors' clubhouse during the Padres game against the Nationals. "I haven't had a chance to talk to him about it yet, but ultimately that's his explanation. I think the biggest thing is there is a drug policy in place. He failed the drug screen and ultimately he's suspended and he can't play. That's the biggest thing. It's the player's responsibility to make sure that they're in compliance, and he was not." Then they tend to, here in the article, they go over some of the details of Fernando Tatis Jr.'s contract. Last year, he signed a 14-year, $340 million contract. His salary is $5 million this year and $7 million in 2023. So it's a backloaded contract as well. So all this time that he's not playing, he's supposed to be one of their better players on a smaller salary. So this is a huge blow to their payroll as well. It's very disappointing, Preller said. He's somebody that from the organization standpoint, we've invested time and money into. When he's on the field, he's a difference maker. And you have to learn from the situations. We were hoping that from the off season to now there would be some maturity, and obviously with the news today, it's more of a pattern, and it's something that we've got to dig a bit more into. I'm sure he's very disappointed, but at the end of the day, it's one thing to say it. You've got to start showing it by your actions. Now, those are some damn strong words by a GM, man. That sounds like something my dad would say to me if I was in big trouble or he was, like, really disappointed in me. That's gotta hurt, man. These are not, like, this isn't somebody just mad. This is, like, when your parents come to you and they say, "I'm not mad at you, son. I'm just disappointed. I thought highly of you. I thought you were better than this." And that's what it feels like AJ Preller's doing with Fernando Tatis Jr. right now. He's still very young. He's my age. He's, like, 23 years old, so... he definitely has time to, come back from this, learn from this mistake, and go on to have a good, long career. But right now, this is a huge blow to a Padres team that is in the postseason hunt right now. They are one game ahead of the next team in the National League wildcard race. And honestly, without Tatis coming back, I really don't know. I've been pretty vocal about not liking their pitching staff. I've been pretty vocal about not liking some of their bullpen arms. I don't know. Without Tatis in that lineup to be a spark plug, we saw what happened last year when they only had two star players in Machado and Tatis. This year they have the same thing in Soto and Machado, and at least Tatis is a little faster. He can run the bases a little better than Soto. So overall, this is a huge blow, and you can see AJ Preller, the GM, who is not afraid to take risks in trades and in free agency and whatnot. Very, very, very vocal about this situation. We don't really see this much emotion from GMs a lot, so this is kind of saying something big that the Padres are very disappointed in their star shortstop, and we'll see what happens from here on out. I don't know if they're ever going to look into trading him possibly or trying to offload this contract at some point, but wow, I'm still shocked. Like, this news has been out for a couple hours now, and I'm still just shocked every time I think about it. Tatis and PEDs just does not make any sense to me. I don't know. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments, so go ahead and leave a comment down below what you think of this Tatis situation. And are the Padres a playoff team now? I'll be honest, I might make another video following up on this, just talking about the Padres situation, but overall, I had to make a video with my initial reaction to this, so thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more daily MLB content. And don't forget to check out Manscaped in the link in my description. Use that promo code NMR to save some money and get that free shipping. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. I will see you all in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your night.